Good morning, good evening, everyone. It's me, Devyanshu and Ketan. We had just made this PPT presentation of Statue of Liberty. We are welcoming you there. Now we are just discussing the first slide about the Statue of Liberty. What is that? The Statue of Liberty enlightened the world was a gift of a friendship from the peoples of France to the United States is recognized as a universal symbol of freedom and democracy. The Statue of Liberty was dedicated on October 28, 1886. It was designated as a national monument in 1924. Now we will just move to the next slides. There we will just talking about the mathematical facts of the Statue of Liberty. You'll just see the presentation or PPT with the help you can also, and I'm just speaking about that. The Statue of Liberty is a colossal and no classical sculpture on the Liberty Island in the middle of the New York Harbor in the Manhattan. New York City, the statue designed by the Frederick Auguste Bartholdi and the dedicated on the October 28, 1886 was a gift to the United States from the people of France. The statue is an icon of and freedom and of the United States welcoming as a signal immigrant arriving from the abroad. The statue stand on a stand of the pedestal designed by the American architecturist Mosset Hunt, and the source we had just taken from the Wikipedia. Now we'll just moving to the next slide and we'll discuss about the mathematical equations. The board stop monumentally. There will be the board which is stop monumental to give the person a view of the statue of monument. Okay, the board was facing the statue. Johnny and Sarah went to the back and the lower deck of the board where Sarah measured that the angle from the ground to the top of the statue was 25 degrees. Immediately they walked to the front of the still board. Johnny measured on his bike that they had walked 80 meters. Now, Sarah measured the angle to be 37.8 degree. When they came home, Johnny drew this picture and has the first angle XAB has been measured at a point X in the back of the bow and the second YAB at a point Y in the front. X and Y were 80 meter apart. Okay, now we will just move to the next topic, like next transition for discussing that same mathematical calculation. The Sarah, let us say that the distance AY was d meter, then AX would be d plus 18 meter. If the height of the statue was h meter, then h upon d is equal to tan 37.8 degree and h upon d plus 18 was equal to tan 25. Johnny, I had checked online that tan 37.8 is equal to 0.0775. Now, we will just moving to the same thing about the morph of the statue. That means h upon d was equal to 0.775 and h upon d plus 18 is equal to 0.466, or d upon h is equal to 1.29, equation 1, and d plus 18 upon h was equal to 2.15, equation 2. Subtracting the equation first from the equation 2 gives h upon 80 upon h is equal to 2.15 minus 1.29 is equal to 0.86 or 80 or 0.86h or 93h. Okay, now we are just moving to the next slides, and for discussing we are just discussing the morph playback. Hey Sarah, you are now a trigger expert. The board they have just given as the curious say that the Statue of Liberty is 93 meter high from the ground level. Now we are just thanking you all that you had just listened our beautiful conversation of the Statue of Liberty. Thank you all. Met by Devyanshu and Ketan, class 10th A, a school Bal Bharati Public School, Nabinagar, Aurangabad, Bihar. Thank you. Have a nice day.